Okay. So I started the thing and we are live. We're live. We've been live for 5 seconds. Hello, everybody. Hello, Jeanne
Yep.
Marie.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to our eighth guest. You are the first one from Germany for sure.
Oh,
You are the first actress that we have the luck and pleasure to talk to. So that's all very exciting. How are you?
I'm very good.
You look
Thank
like a
you. How are you?
good, very good. Thank you. You look like a star. I tell you that because I really think it.
Yeah, I dressed up to feel a bit like a star because, in quarantine, which we have right now in Vienna, you start feeling a bit clumsy.
So what's the situation now in Vienna? Because you just performed, and so
Yeah,
that's
I just
nice.
performed. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take off my ridiculous sunglasses.
Oh, that's okay.
Um, I recently performed, but not in Vienna, but in the west of Austria. So they have this
Ah,
one district in Austria, which I think is actually the only one right now, at least in the German-speaking area, where it's allowed to perform
no way.
with real live audience.
So in
Um,
Vienna, you guys don't perform.
Not at all, no.
Ah, whoa. Huh.
Yes.
So interesting.
So I
Okay.
actually got very lucky to have work there and do this
It's because you're very good.
display there. Thank you, Luca. But it's just, yeah, it was just luck.
No, it is a matter of luck, absolutely, for a lot of us. So right now you're in Vienna, and Vienna is locked. So do you guys rehearse? What do you do? Do you have plans on when to reopen and things?
I mean, in Vienna, they say, apparently, that's the latest news I've got, that on the 13th of May, they want to open everything.
13th of
But,
May,
people are very doubtful that that's actually going to happen
because they
since,
are superstitious.
yeah, and also because they have been deadlines
Uh,
like sand on the sea, like really, like every month they say, oh, in a few weeks the lockdown is going to be over, but
yeah,
I guess we just have to wait and see.
yeah, no,
But
same.
for now, I'm going back the day after tomorrow back to the west of Austria and
Oh,
do another production there. So
oh,
I guess
different.
I have to travel to work.
That's amazing. Different play, different people, different.
Different. No, not different people and entirely. It's mostly the same crew as last time, but it's a new play.
New play. That's very exciting. What was your last one? What did you
Mm,
guys do?
the last one was a contemporary play or play by a contemporary writer that was written 2 years ago, um, because it was 100 years the end of World War I. So it's a very cool sort of absurd kind of play that is very witty in the language, and it is about borders and the craziness of borders and the craziness of fighting over borders for an entire century. Um, yeah, it's
Forever.
very Kafkaesque, and it
Cool.
was this snowstorm on the stage where we actually had an actual snowstorm, which was pretty exciting. Yeah, it was.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I really miss going to the theater. Last time I went was I went to see this musical that my dad wrote the music for.
Really
Yes,
so cool. What
very
kind of
cool.
musical?
Yes, and it's a children's musical. And I had such a good time, and it was for two actors, an actor and an actress, and they are two gorillas. And
Nice.
yeah, and it's this whole like self acceptance, um, kind of feel good, kind of message, and it was very nice. and it was so nice because we were there, no audience. This was the only one that they took. They recorded it so that everybody has it as reference when eventually it'll be done publicly, right?
Mhm.
Hopefully at some point, right? And so I felt very privileged and lucky to be there. It was the crew and and the poser. We were all very masked, and we were all adults watching and laughing at this kids play. Wonderful,
That
uh,
sounds so adorable.
so good. Yeah, yeah, and so it made me miss theater, and so I'm very happy that you get to do it. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm very happy too. And I'm so glad to hear that your father is writing musicals and stuff. Sounds
He's
so exciting.
writing all sorts of things. Yes,
Yes.
he is. He is. He's got no boundaries. He talk. Those boundaries off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. I'm happy for him. He had this kind of boom, opening in this sense creatively during the first quarantine last year. I think
Oh, that's very great when that happens.
very great when that happens.
Yeah, I guess it's different for
Yeah.
everybody,
How
you
is
know. Some
your
people,
quarantine?
well, I guess I have been very lucky because I was actually able to perform whenever there was a gap, like in
Ah,
between the lockdowns.
yeah.
But I have to say still that this quarantine now in winter, it was much worse than 1 year ago in March when it all started, and we still thought, oh, it's going to be over soon. And it was a bit exciting to have this
Yeah.
new
Thing.
life reality.
Yeah.
And, and back then we were actually creative, having fun in our
Yeah.
flat and doing stuff. But now it just feels a bit like, come on, can it be over?
Yeah.
Please. Like, I don't even, it doesn't even give me a kick anymore to have so much time to
No.
possibly like be creative. It just sort of also drains my energy, I have to admit. How
Yeah.
is it for you?
Well, I yeah, just like you said, the first time, first few months, they were great for me, honestly, because I went from being 100% doing so many things for years, like all my life,
Mm.
and I like living like that, and I miss that.
Mhm.
But those first, 3 months stop were very good for me, and I spent them in Duino with my parents, and I also hadn't, lived here for some time, and so that was nice, and I had found my apartment, my current apartment, and I was waiting on renewing it, because we had to do all these construction things, and like the week that we were about to start, right, the whole of Italy closed. So it's like, okay,
Ah, oh
that's
no.
but that's better than if we were like half. I don't know if it's better. It doesn't matter if you're halfway through and you still have to stop. You know, but
Mm.
yeah, it was surreal. It was magical at some point because Duino was quiet. There were no cars. Everything was like, well, we were all scared, and my mom was the
Right.
only one going to work. And we're like, shit, you
And
know.
it's horrible for the students as well, right? Then they're all at
Oh,
home.
the college? No, the college is a little miracle, and we're talking about United World College of the Adriatic, for those who. Yeah, the college is a little miracle because they've had like 150 students all year with, yes, with like all of these precautionary measures that are, I mean, I don't know if the kids can respect them, but there was, 2 cases of COVID in the whole college, and they all lived together
Wow,
in
that's
the whole
impressive.
year. That's
That's
amazing.
very
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah. New headmaster, good guy.
I heard, yeah, I
Yeah,
heard.
you'll meet him next year.
Yeah, I guess when will that, if that happens, you don't know if they're
I
still.
mean, come on.
I so hope it's over
Come
next
on,
year.
Jeanne. No, we
I'm knocking
can't
on
go.
wood right now.
Fine. We can't. No, no, no. But yeah, anyway, theater, great stuff. Do you sing still? Cause I remember you used to. That's wonderful. What do you do?
A bit. I mean, I have to say that I lost the track a bit, but I recently also like a quarantine project decided to start again and playing the guitar a bit and writing songs.
Hey,
And I got a looper, like a loop station to experiment with.
a
And
loop station. Oh, cool.
yeah,
Are
yeah.
you? Do you know how to do these things? I don't know anything.
Well, I'm sort of self-teaching, watching YouTube videos. It's
Good.
not that hard. I guess you just gotta get into it and
Yeah. That's true. That's right. You also play guitar. Yeah. Well, I ne- I I never could learn the guitar. It's not that like I really tried, but I kind of tried just a little
really?
bit, like just very barely at the college, because all you guys, everybody played, and I was like the only idiot who didn't play. I was like, go play piano. But
Yeah, but come on, it's fine.
no,
Like
but so I was
you
like, how
start
do
the
you? No,
piano, you
I
don't
was
have to know
like,
how to play
no,
guitar.
no. But the hard thing for me was like, how do you go from this position to this position, whatever the positions, right? Like in between the chords, there's not enough time, and so I gave up.
It's exactly how you do it on the piano. It's not that
I know they
difficult.
say that.
How is it for you actually? I mean, at least you can still play the piano at home, right? When you're logged in. But is it hard or is it different to play and to practice when you know you're not gonna have any live performances anytime soon?
Yes, is the short answer to that. And pianists are. I've always, I mean, with time I got more and more aware of how lucky pianists are for a number of reasons. First of all, we sit in front of our instrument with both our hands in front of so it's like it's a nice instrument, and so we have, for a number of reasons, also we have a lot of students. So I was lucky in that sense that I never stopped working, right? And so you're
Hmm.
asking me for about performance. What kept me practicing, was a a project, like one main project that really was true, and one it was the album that I still have to make, but that is about to happen, because first I was gonna do these videos and apply for competitions, because it's the last couple years that I can really do that, and I want to
Hmm.
do that, because I've been training for a long time, and I
Hmm.
do feel ready
Hmm.
to just try,
Hmm.
and win something maybe, and get some concerts. I have a manager for the first time in my life.
Woo, nice.
Yeah, yeah. So,
How is
yeah.
that going? Is he like
Oh,
calling
uh,
you
all the
like
time, all the
I
time.
have a
I'm like,
nice gig for you?
that's right. That's why I'm like, it's 2 a.m., dude. No, but his name is Jack Price, and I am a Jack Price Attractions artist. And
Oh.
so I don't know if we can say that, but when we'll see what the producer says. Okay, fine. He says, okay, it's my cat. It's producing this
Ah,
show. Yeah.
right.
I got a cat. I think
Ooh.
of you sometimes because you were one of the first people that were close to me that always liked cats more than dogs.
Always.
Yeah, inspirational. It took me some time.
Really? Did you
Well,
used to like dogs more?
yes, because in our family we used to have dogs, so I think that's a big part. And we
Right.
really had cats, and I was always a little scared. We were like, no, they got more personality. It's like, yeah, and so yes, I changed hearts.
They do though. It's
They
nice, no?
absolutely do. My cat is badass. So.
I like that because if they come to cuddle, it really means something.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not like a dog's unconditional love all the time.
Ugh,
So I prefer it.
exactly,
What's your
exactly.
cat's name?
Lucha,
Lucha.
Lucha. Lucha.
Nice.
Yes, and he was a stray cat from Napoli.
Ah.
Ah, Napoli.
Ah, to be
Ah,
there now.
yeah, yeah. But we'll travel again, you'll see.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Where do you want to
Knocking
go
on
this
wood
summer?
again.
Yeah, there you go. Where do you want to go to? Where do you want to go this summer if you could go anywhere?
If I could go anywhere, I would love to go to Egypt.
Oh, wow. How come?
Yeah, that was our last plan with my boyfriend to see the pyramids. And they're also opening a new museum actually in Cairo, which
Okay.
was supposed to open this summer. I don't know, no, they might
What
postpone
happened?
it.
Just kidding.
So, yeah, there was the plan. I think it's not going to happen anytime that soon, but we already saved a lot of money to do that trip because he's also very fascinated by the pyramids. And I mean, how
Wow.
can you not be?
So exactly. So what is your theory with the pyramids? What do you think? Aliens?
Obviously, aliens.
Obviously, that's what my friend said. Yes. She was like, no. I mean, what are we even discussing? I was like, okay.
Obviously,
Okay.
there can't be any other explanation.
Cannot. Inconceivable. Egypt. Okay, what about something more practical that you might actually get to do if we can travel around Europe? Do you have?
Well, I would like to visit you.
Well, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. You win.
That
No.
has been on my agenda for a while,
Same.
and yeah,
To visit you and see Vienna. But of course, there's no point if
yeah. Right now,
everything
it's
is,
very hard.
yeah.
I've also had the plan to go to France, like to Paris, for a longer time. I actually applied for a scholarship to do like a postgraduate at the Lecoq School, which is very good in Paris, and
Wow.
also just improve my French because it would
Wow.
be super nice to be able to work in France or to do co-productions in the
I didn't
future.
know you were like fluent in French. I didn't know.
Well, I'm not yet quite, but I'm working on
Not
it.
yet.
I have French
Close.
classes every week, and I feel like it's like with every language. I think you're just gonna go there and speak. I think that's what makes it, yeah, makes it good.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
So wait. So you
yeah.
said you applied, but then like the pandemic started or what?
Well, the scholarship that I applied to, it's still on. So I applied here in Vienna to get support to like artist and residency stuff to go abroad. But I
So,
guess we have to see how the restrictions are because it
but is
doesn't
it just a matter of like the pandemic situation? Like you're going, you got in and everything.
mostly. I think actually like
Okay.
I mean I guess it's to get into the courses there. I think it's not that hard when you have a degree in acting. So they do have fees that I have to pay.
Mm.
Um, but I think that wouldn't be the problem. It's for me. It's more about will I be able to go out in Paris and meet people
Yeah,
because
of
that's why I'm
course.
going there. And if there's quarantine
Yeah.
and online courses, it
Jean,
doesn't
I'm
really
so
have
sorry.
any
I
sense.
have to plug in my computer. How unprofessional. Hang on a second.
Go for it.
I got it. Nearby, at least. Yeah. Anyway, I'm back. Great. Sorry.
Right.
Oh, wow. Oh, I moved this. And there you go. So you don't know, but you might be going to Paris. That's amazing.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah. Is
I
is Emma in Paris?
No, not anymore.
Not
She
anymore.
moved to Normandy. She actually got a house there. Uh,
Wow.
yes, with her dog and her rabbit and her girlfriend. But we're gonna see each other.
In Normandy.
Yes.
Wow.
But yeah,
I want to go.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been really north of that. I really want to go to the Baltics. I've had this fascination
Yes.
with that whole region, and I really hope that I can do that at some point this summer. I'll be vaccinated because I'm very lucky
Ooh, because you're teaching.
because I am teaching. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't. Do you? Can you get it? Oh.
No, I don't think anytime soon. Also,
Mm.
I already had COVID actually.
You have.
I did, yeah.
Well, how are
In
you doing?
November, December. So I
How
think
was
that
it?
makes me one of the last ones on the list to get vaccinated.
Yeah, for sure. But how you feeling?
Good so far. Like it wasn't that bad actually.
Okay.
I didn't even have a fever. I was like in bed for a week or something. But I do have problems with smelling and tasting though. This
No
is
way.
still going on. Yeah. I really hope it's gonna pass at some point because it has been a long time now.
Shit.
No. Yes.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's annoying, but I do like, yeah, I'm quite optimistic.
Me
I
too.
think the cases in which it doesn't return at all, they're very rare.
And you're a
And
star. You can't have these kind of peasants problems. What is
of
this?
course, of course.
What are we talking about? Wow. So you had COVID. You see, I don't know. Bunch of my students had a well, but yeah. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah, I
And
mean, in Italy, it was crazy,
yeah, do you
at some
remember?
point.
Yeah, yeah.
So crazy.
So you're going back. We were talking about your plays, which I love talking about plays. I like reading plays too. Yeah, of course it's nice. I mean, I say I like it, but I don't do it. I just remember doing it in school and liking it. It was one of my
That's okay.
favorite readings. Yeah,
That's like me and listening to famous pianists, you
there you,
know?
except for
In
me.
theory, I really like to do it, but then it doesn't happen so often.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, I know. But so what are you doing next? What's the next play?
The next play is a very new one. It actually was never performed.
It's like yesterday.
Sort of, yeah. No, it's this project where it's supposed to give young writers, theater artists, a chance to introduce themselves to an audience, and so we're doing this very new play.
Okay,
Um,
by a young person. Is that it?
exactly.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Is it good? Can we say
Yes,
good?
I think it's good. I think
Okay,
it's very absurd and funny, and
like it.
no, yeah, I have a good feeling about it.
Good, good. So here now they are talking about opening up everything that can be done outside starting next week.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, right. Because that changes everything. Because
Totally.
right now, people still really just go from home to work and from work to home. You know, and
But people
okay.
do go to work, or is there still a home office going on?
Oh, a lot of that. Like everybody that can sort of do that does it. Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, anyway.
How
So
is it with your piano students? Did you teach them all the time live, or did you also do online
I
lessons at some
had
point?
online lessons for a few months last year. So when the pandemic broke off for Rio, then and then I was very lucky because every time that they were, deciding new restrictions and like that, music somehow didn't get touched. So like my friends that teach dance, that they can't teach in person, haven't been able to since October, and I feel so bad because it's so hard to teach and be taught dance, and they're kids, and you're like, well, what, everybody, these kids are amazing just because they, you know, really try. And so I was lucky because I get to see them, and all this time they've given me some little satisfaction too. Yeah,
And
yeah.
is it hard to teach piano online, or is it actually it works fine?
It works fine. It works better if you are an adult.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that is gonna be my thing. Yeah, but
I guess because children they respond, I guess, much better if you're next to them
and
and
I mean anything can distract them.
yeah, right.
I mean, we get distracted, they get distracted.
Right.
Yeah, and but yeah, no, it's cute. It's cute. It's all right. Have you ever thought? Do you teach?
Not yet. I mean, I did a children's play last year, and after some performances, we had like little workshops with the kids.
Cute.
But that they were not so much about actual acting. It was more about sort of staying in the fantasy of the play and interacting with them and showing them how it works and getting them to move a bit like the
That's
characters in the
cute.
play. Yes.
That
But
is.
to teach actual acting, no, like I haven't done it, but it's something that definitely interests me. I would love to do that at some point. Yeah.
Yes, I think it'd be a great teacher.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess actually I would be better with adults too,
Mm,
like with actual acting students than
mm.
with kids so far, but I don't know. Maybe I
I,
can learn how
yeah, I
to.
mean, completely different, right? Completely different.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a whole different thing.
yeah, and I mean, for acting specifically, right? Because music, more or less, I mean, sure, it's different, but I feel like acting, I don't know. Do you feel that would be different? Like, you really need different skill set to teach acting to kids and to adults. Music, if you know your music, you can kind of teach to both.
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess also the difference is that I guess the sort of like seriousness with which you approach the whole thing. Like, I guess if you're an actual acting student in your 20s, this is what you want to be your profession. So it's actually about technique and
Yeah,
artistic like
yeah,
understanding. Whereas I guess for kids and teenagers, it's more about pedagogy. I think it's more about using acting to not actually improve the acting, but using like acting classes to reach something else, like making them more confident or making them like interact with each other in a group or, you know. And I guess this is sort of, yeah, that's what makes it two very different things.
yeah. No, that's true. That's true. I feel like we can end on this note because it's very nice you spoke, and I could very like picture these kids, playing games. Cute. All right, Jean Marie. I think anything. Okay, so everybody can follow you, right? Because we promised her 1,000 followers by tomorrow.
I'm
So,
expecting that.
so get started following her. Okay. Okay. Jean Marie, I will talk to you soon and take care. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very